Shireen May helps.
Hi, yes. Well, I thought I had more time, but I'll try and get everything through. The thing is, I think a lot of our problems, and I'm talking council as well, come from the RMA. It seems like this has become, it was supposed to be an enabling body, but it has become a big stick in which to beat people with. And yeah, and it's also, from it has originated a huge gravy train, which is becoming longer and longer. To the state, we had an inspector come over to inspect our buildings, and he closed our buildings down because our business has been running for a very, very long time, since before RMA became into law. So, you know, we were accommodations way back, but on council books we weren't. So we had to go through a change of usage. So inspector comes over, he checks the buildings, and he just closes us down, bang, like that. We were completely bewildered. When I asked him or tried to question him, I wanted some helpful information. What do we need to do to get opened up again? He simply said to me it was not his job to be helpful. Now, this is what I mean about a gravy train. Everybody's got their own little jobs, and you've got to go through all of these little sections, and every section is costing us all so much money that it's just tying us all, council included. And you know, the thing is, it's absolutely killing private initiatives, absolutely killing them. And the other issue I did want to talk about was that I am very concerned about the reserves, that they're simply shut up. You know, combustible vegetations grow into these reserves. And unfortunately, with climate change, conditions are becoming hotter and drier, and those reserves are very susceptible to fire. Now, the thing is, Christchurch City Council are trying to figure out ways of dealing with wastewater. And I really think they need to look at wastewater as being an asset rather than a nuisance that they've got to try and get rid of. If wastewater is treated to such good standards, we need to have irrigation systems in some of those reserves, just even buffer zones, so that we can keep that vegetation moist, and hopefully it won't just all burn, because our bush is needed for carbon sinks, and it's not going to work if it keeps burning. We have problems with Misty Peaks Reserve. The track's gone through the top of it, and was opened up for a while for Freedom Campers. And we had problem with the Freedom Campers actually creating bonfires on the top of the hill and amongst the combustible snowgrass. And, you know, I mean, we used to stop them. And it's not easy actually confronting these people, because often they're drunk, often they're on drugs, and you've got to confront them and say, you can't do this. But who are we to say that they can't do it? And also trying to clean up after them. We call them shit and goes, because they leave their excrement all over the place. Toilet paper gets blown around, it's in the bushes, it's in the fences, and guess who cleans it up? Yours truly. Try to bury it and clean up all this horrible toilet paper. And yeah, so, you know, the thing is, it would be nice if perhaps council would look more towards private initiatives, what we are trying to create for the visitor, how we are trying to alleviate these problems. Council can't do it on their own, but the regulations, it just kills initiative. I mean, perhaps if locals were encouraged perhaps to have camping sites on their properties, but, you know, you can't sock them with a whole lot of permit expenses and expect them to have people on their property at a low cost. So yeah, I don't know what the answer is, but I think the RMA is being misused.
Shireen, look, thank you very much for your comments, and you know, I kind of Yeah, I think you've raised a really good point, and there are two issues that I think we would want to do some more work on, and that is this, and because we are looking at some options about how we could get quite reasonably priced, actually no cost to the farm owner for facilities for campers to use, but they would pay for them. So and that takes it away from being, in fact, I object to the word freedom. It's just free. And I don't know if you saw the television item last night about Kaikoura. Yeah, and I'm sure that was at the front of your mind as you were speaking, because I mean it is appalling. So we do need to ensure that we've got the right facilities, and I know Andrew is very focused on this. He's our representative on a nationwide working group on freedom camping. So we're hoping to get some good results out of central government. We have applied for funding from the Tourism Infrastructure Fund for toilets in Akaroa in particular, but obviously the need is even greater than that. So look, you've raised a number of issues. I hear what you're saying around the RMA. We are very much expecting our organisation to be a can-do organisation that supports people through processes, and certainly not to get a response that would indicate otherwise. So, that we need to make sure that we're always on our game. So, thank you very much for your submission. It's been very helpful indeed.
Well, I'll just leave those brochures with you. Those are the two businesses that you've actually closed down. Hopefully you'll make it a bit easier on it. You closed us down mid-season, and we were supposed to refund all of the money. I'll leave the brochures with you.
But thank you for that, Shireen. Thank you.